On I-4?
Yes, Michael Cerbola speaking to professional development, and thank you for the inspiration. The purpose of that professional development is to better do your jobs as elected officials for us. We expect to see results from that. That's the reason you're doing it. We don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste your time. So let's look at the results of what's been done before. In other words, other people have gone through this training, for example. One of the results of that has been kind of where we're at. And by where we're at, I don't want to get too lengthy or off topic here, but recently I dropped a book. My purpose in dropping that book was to make the point that no book should be so large that if dropped, it terrifies everyone in the room. Because how could you make a book that large if you go through training and you understand what a child is? And that's where the training becomes questionable, because you wonder, does the training provide us a false confidence that we know what children are and we neglect what a child really is? They're not just miniature adults.
Okay, Mr. Cerbola, the item is Broward County Public Schools Professional Learning System 2015 and Master In-Service Plan.
Yes, and that's why I wanted to address, the reason kids watch a lot of zombie movies, they're getting that from somewhere. And I'm saying maybe we should look to ourselves because, for example, with the 1 in 3 issue, it shouldn't be a question of why are you bringing that up. In other words, we shouldn't be questioning the statistics themselves. It should be, oh my gosh. It's like that movie in The Giver where they shoot the elephant and everyone's like, well, gosh, why is he crying? Because all he did was shoot an elephant. It just died.
Okay, I need you to tie this a little closer for me, please.
I actually I'm thinking that you're being very kind to let me go so far already, actually, because the 1 in 3 thing is important, and I know the board is in support of this. And one of the things I'd like to point out is the difference in perspective. When we talk about real change, which is the purpose for the training, so that you can affect real change more effectively. When I was on the diversity board, which actually enacted the whole PBIS punishment matrix, but no one on the board knew about PBIS. Unfortunately, none of us were trained properly, just as you perhaps aren't going to be trained properly in the positive behavior and prevention and support.
This is not about our training. This is about a Master In-Service Plan. Please stay on topic for me.
Oh, I apologize, sort of, not really so much because of what we're talking about. For example, the difference in perspective, you have Mr. Runcie up there. Wouldn't it be awesome if you, as our elected people, were down here with us and we looked up and let Mr. Runcie sit up there with everyone else? And I apologize. Thank you very much for your time. And this does make up for the other times I got shut off maybe early, so we're even. Thank you.
Okay, all those in favor of I-4, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed?